In the criminal justice system, the people,
pimps, addicts, thieves, bums, winos, girls who can't keep an address, and men who don't care,
are represented by two separate yet equally important groups.
A cop, a flatfoot, a bull, a dick, John Law. You're the fuzz, the heat, you're poison, you're trouble, you're bad news.
These are their stories.
Well, the first story in Law and Disorder is about this man who fell down a rock slide area and was pretty seriously injured. And you might think, well, how could that be law and disorder? Well, he was told not to do it. He said, it's a rock slide zone. The workers on the road said, don't walk this way. And by the way, if you do, the CHP will cite you. And he said, I'm going to take my chances anyway. He was warned he would probably die. And still, he decided that this was a good course of action. Despite the warnings, Cody Lynn Mortensen tried to cross the Regent Slide. He fell 100 feet down a cliff toward the beach below. This according to the CHP. A Big Sur Fire Department and Rescue search team found him, launched a rescue mission, so he put their lives at risk as well. They had to rappel down the side of a cliff to get to him. This happened on Friday morning when Mortensen approached a construction crew on his bike. The construction site is about 2 miles south from where Highway 1 has been closed all summer long because of this rock slide. So one of the workers gave Mortensen a bottle of water and told him, hey, Highway 1 is closed at this area because of the Regent Slide. And the worker said this, if you attempt to cross, you'll probably die. And so the crew member also said, if you get caught by the CHP in the closure, you will be cited. Look at that. Is that where you want to, yeah, let's ride my bike through that. That sounds good. Mortensen said he was going to try anyway. And try he did. He rode his bicycle past the closure signs and fell down the rock slide. So a rescue team responded. As they were looking across the slide, they saw a backpack and a bloody arm about 100 feet below them. He was rescued on the beach and flown in a helicopter to a medical center, treated for his injuries, and then arrested. Booked into the Monterey County Jail on suspicion of failing to obey a person directing traffic and failing to obey traffic signs and signals. And the CHP says he endangered the lives of rescue personnel who had to traverse an active slide. The closures are put into place for the safety of the public as well as the safety of the crews that are working in that closure. And it is against the law to drive, ride, or walk past a closed road sign. So, there you go. Nice. Nice that he paid attention. Crazy. How about this story? This one out of the East Bay, and it involves a growing group of police officers who lied about their education to the point where they were trying to, allegedly, pay people to take college classes for them so that they could get college degrees so they could get pay raises. Yeah. This is a story about a former Antioch police officer who was convicted by a jury this week for orchestrating a scheme to obtain pay raises from his police department. This, according to the United States Attorney Ismail Ramsey. He said police officer Morteza Amiri paid someone else to secretly earn a university degree online for him. He is not the only one. He is the 6th police officer convicted in the university degree police scam. 5 more officers, 1 from the Pittsburgh Police, 2 from the Pittsburgh Police Department, 1 from the Antioch Police Department, and 2 more from Pittsburgh PD. Prosecutors say at trial, they showed evidence that Amiri exchanged numerous text messages with a person who took his classes, writing, "I'll pay you per class. Don't tell a soul about me hiring you for this." He also allegedly texted, "We can't afford it getting leaked and me losing my job. I'm going to rush order my degree to get me a pay raise bump all started." The Antioch and Pittsburgh police departments offered reimbursements toward higher education tuition along with pay raises upon completion of the degree. So Amiri and his co-conspirators hired someone to complete entire courses to secure a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. All 6 police officers got salary raises from their police departments, and the police departments say, "We expect integrity and honesty from every police officer every day in the police departments across this country." they failed to uphold this bargain. So, done. And lastly, here's a story about an executor, a man who often worked as an executor of wills. He's 74 years old. He is from Orange County, and he's now pleaded guilty to embezzling nearly $6 million over a period of 6 years, and he's facing a 20-year prison term. His name is David Robert McConnell. He owned and operated McDonald Business Services, which is a company that served as the executor of the estates of wealthy people. Between 2018 and 2024, prosecutors say this 74-year-old man took advantage of his high net worth clients while he had power of executor of their trusts. As the executor, his job was supposed to be to manage the trust assets, and when the individuals died, to sell off the assets and distribute the proceeds to the beneficiaries. But instead of doing that, prosecutors say McDonald liquidated the assets and diverted the funds to his personal bank accounts. So there you go. In August of 2020, he wrote himself a $300,000 check from one victim's account. That's nice. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of wire fraud and admitted in his plea agreement that he stole an estimated $6 million from about 4 trusts. He is scheduled to be sentenced in December, at which time he could face a maximum 20-year prison sentence in federal prison. So isn't that nice? A little peace of mind for everyone who has to hire an executor for their wills. And that is Law and Disorder.
Tune in again next time for more Law and Disorder on The Mark Thompson Show.
All right, that's it. Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.